Okay, so this is the fundamental theorem of calculus. If f of x is continuous on that closed interval a to b, and capital F of x is an antiderivative of lowercase f of x on that interval, then this is the case, right? What you're going to do is this is a definite interval. Basically, once you found the antiderivative, plug in the top limit minus plug in the bottom limit, right? So the easiest way to do this is just do some problems. So you know how to find the antiderivative of some of these problems, all right? So first thing you're going to do is find the antiderivative. The antiderivative of 1 is x, and the antiderivative of x cubed is 1 over 4x to the fourth, right? And then we're going to take that from 3 to 4. All right, so if you don't know what just happened, well, if you don't know that the integral of 1 is x, then ask me in class, please. This one, I'm just using power rule. Add 1 to the exponent, divide by the new exponent. Now just plug in the 4. You're going to plug in 4 minus 1/4 times 4 to the fourth. Right, so that's plugging in the 4 into there. Minus, and it's always a minus. Okay, plug in the 3. That's going to be 3 minus 1/4 times 3 to the fourth. Okay, we had some discussion about this in class. I'm just going to do it on a calculator. All right, so that's going to be 4 parentheses 4 minus, so 1/4 times 4 to the fourth is 4 to the third. So I'm just going to type that in. 4 to the third. Why is this not working? Oh, there it is. Crack. 4 to the, come on. All right, 4 to the third minus 3 minus 1/4, so it's 0.25 times 3 to the fourth. All right, 3 to the fourth. Right arrow, close parentheses, enter. So negative 42.75. If you want the fraction version, it's negative 171 over 4. I like negative 42.5. Negative 42.75. All right, and then what do we got? This one is, I want to rewrite it first because a lot of us can't do it in our heads for that. All right, so it's x to the negative 1/2. Now integrate it. So that becomes 2 times x to the half. Take it from 1 to 9. So where did that 2 come from? Well, remember the power rule says add 1 to the exponent. So negative 1/2 plus 1 is positive 1/2. And then divide by the new exponent. Dividing by half is the same as multiplying by 2. Right? Now we plug it in. So it's 2 times the square root of 9. Remember, x to the 1/2 is the same as square root. So it's square root of 9 minus 2 times square root of 1. So that's 6 minus 2, which is 4. All right, then C. Here, 2 pi, okay. So what's the integral of negative sine x? The integral of negative sine x is cosine x. So it's cosine x taken from pi to 2 pi. All right, so that's cosine of 2 pi minus the cosine of pi, which is 1 minus a negative 1, which makes 2. All right, and then here, the integral of secant squared is tangent. So it's tangent x taken from 0 to pi fourths. So it's tangent of pi fourths minus tangent of 0, which is 1 minus 0, or just 1. Okay, that's it. All right. Let's look at the next one. Evaluate the following definite integral using the definition of absolute value. So what does that mean? So I'm going to do some background work here. So we're going to graph what that is. So this is normal x squared minus 4, right? That's normal x squared minus 4. That's negative 2, that's positive 2, and that's what it looks like. That's a normal graph of x squared minus 4, where down here is negative 4. All right, now, if we put absolute value on that, what happens is it changes to look like this. So the positive part is still okay. So negative 2 to 2, it looks like this, this. But the part that's below the x-axis hops up like this. Oops. And hits 4 up here. Okay. So this graph right here is just x squared minus 4. This part right here is 4 minus x squared. It's the opposite, right? It's the opposite of that. All right. So if I want to do the integral from 1 to 3 of absolute value of x squared minus 4, I'm going to just write it like this. So, well, let's talk about what happened here. So 1 is here going to 2. So I'm going to do 1 to 2 of the 4 minus x squared. And then go from 2, because this one's asking you to take it from 1 to 3. It's asking you to take it from 1 to 3. So I need to take it from 2 to 3. Right? Because I've already done 1 to 2. Now I'm doing 2 to 3 of the regular one, x squared minus 4. All right? So that's what I'm doing. So let's go ahead and do that. So that's going to be 4x minus 1/3 x cubed. And you want to take that from 1 to 2 plus 1/3 x cubed minus 4x. Take it from 2 to 3. Okay. All right. So now let's do this. So plug in the 2. So that's 8 minus 8/3 plus plug in the 3. Oops, I forgot the minus 1. And it's not plus, it's a minus. Sorry. Mistake there. So it's 4 minus 1/3. All right, plug in. So I plugged in 2 into here and got this expression. Minus, plug the 1 into there and got that expression. All right. Plus, now plug 3 into there. So that's going to be 1/3 of 3 cubed. 1/3 of 3 cubed is 9. Right, 3 cubed is 27 over 3 is 9. Minus 12, right? 4 times 3 is 12. I'm going to do this. Minus, and then 2, that's 8/3. Minus 8. All right. Let me get that in there. Ooh, I have to zoom out. Can I zoom out? All right, hopefully you can see that. All right. Okay. Let's look at that. All right, so 8 minus negative 8. So I'm using the 8 and the negative 8. So that's 16. Then I got negative 8/3 minus 8/3. That's minus 16/3. So we use those. That's a negative 3 minus 3. 4 minus 1/3. Make that 12/3. So that's 11/3. And it's a minus. So it's minus 11/3. Okay. 16 minus 3 is 13. Negative 16 minus 11 is negative 27/3. So that's 13 minus 9, which is 4. Woo, okay. That's that one. So the answer to number 2 on here, 1 to 3, is of this. I just found to be 4. All right. All right, let's do number 3. So I didn't do this in class, but I'm going to go ahead and do it on the video. Y equals 2x squared minus 3x plus 2. And the vertical line, x equals 0 and x equals 2. All right, so basically this is telling you A to B and the x-axis. So then all you got to do is integrate from 0 to 2 and 2x squared minus 3x plus 2. So that's 2x squared minus, what was it, 3x plus 2? Yeah. Minus 3x plus 2 dx. All right, so we're going to just integrate that. So this is an introduction of how they might word it, okay? So if I do this, that's going to be 2/3 x cubed minus 3/2 x squared plus 2x. And I take that from 0 to 2. Okay, so reminder, power rule, add 1 to the exponent, divide by the exponent. So that's why it's 3 and dividing by 3. Add 1 to the exponent, So that's a 2 and divide by the exponent. 2. The integral of 2 is 2x. All right. Plug into 2. And notice how convenient this is. Plug into 0. They all have x values. So if you plug in a 0, it just wipes it out. So I only got to worry about plugging in 2. So that's going to be 2 cubed is 8. So that's 16 thirds minus 4 times 3 is 12. Divided by 2 is 6 plus 4. And then it's minus 0. So if I plug in 0, I get 0. That's going to be negative 2. What's 16 thirds? Well, it's 16 thirds minus 2, which is, what's 2? 6 thirds. So it's 10 thirds. There you go. That's the answer. All right. And let's see. Number 4 is basically the same thing. We're going to go from 0 to 2. X squared plus 2 over 4. Okay, so that's going to be, well, that's the same thing as 1/4, 0 to 2 of x squared plus 2. I forgot the tx. Okay, all right. All right, keep going. So let's just go this way. 1/4. So that's 1/3 x cubed plus 2x. Take that from 0 to 2. Okay. So plug in 0 again, it doesn't do anything. So it's 1/4 of 1/3 times 8 plus 4. Is it the same as the last one? No. All right. And minus 0. So if you plug in 0, you get 0. All right. So what is that? Good grief, I don't know what that is. 8 thirds plus 12 thirds is 20 thirds. So that's 5 thirds. Use your calculator, whatever. If I made a mistake, just let me know in the comments. Leave a hate comment. All right. That's it, I believe. I think we're caught up. Have a good day.